Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute. This music isn't right. The scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermorians. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airwaves on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. That's IndieCD.org, your one-stop shop for the best of the writers, authors, artists, and musicians. We're also made possible sales of The Simple Sword, The Fighting Axe, and The Simple Spear, all part of our ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled the sword to teaching the art to others. And, of course, hates in hellfire. A dark secret has claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, her cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the forces of darkness. It is Monday, March 23rd, and we are rolling, my beloved duckies. How the heck are you? Should probably get into my accountability. This was a very busy weekend for me. I got to go see my folks. We got to do some serious work. I have a Pell to unload from the truck that we acquired. Actually got a good bit of work done on Hates in Hellfire 2. Slowly slugging away at that. Realized what happened with my my beta readers. They basically said, well, we're not going to do anything till, we're not going to do anything till you finish this book because it's too much. We can't keep hitting the wall. And I went bet and put it aside because as soon as I felt like I was being, challenged or otherwise nudged, you have to do it this way, my stubbornness set both heels. So we're making progress again, slowly but steadily. We got a lot coming up. I have a very busy week. As Saturday is my lovely wife's birthday. So I'm going to try to pull off a few miracles to make things a little nicer on that front. Today should be a very good day. I should finally be getting my new glasses in. And if I get an order in, I will be getting a blaster that I have waited since the foundation of Nerf to exist. So we'll talk about that. Probably use that to prime the old Nick Knows Nerf pump and see if I can bang some more of those out. I am behind on my viewing, so I will have to catch Thesis's discussion on the Swordsman's Ultimate Ideal. This should be interesting. I also have to watch Carl Witzman's Carl Witzman's Abnormal Psychology. So I've got a lot of viewing to do, but I have a lot of creative work, and I'm just trying, now that we're through Xander's birthday, I have a lot of preparatory work I have to do in the next couple days. So things are getting intense in the Tockert household. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone's staying fed. I was pleased. I found in my travels $4 a pound corned beef because it was left over. We got some, and now we don't have fridge space. So this is a good thing. Freezer space. So I'm bopping along that way. What else has been going on in my wonderful creative world? Well, there'll probably be some unscheduled art shows, either during my program like this or elsewise. Again, depending on how folks are feeling and working on custom art for my lovely wife. Although I may be doing some more traditional art because she really loves that. Beyond all of that, because there's still a beyond, I need to knock out one or two more projects that are piled up and rearrange a few things. And Thursday's game day. So I've got a lot on my plate. Likewise, I'm studying up on how to do some simple page formatting to make very specific products. If I could do it right, I'll be releasing a line of notebooks. If I can't, then I can't. But I got to try. Likewise, I got to get that thing going and the scheduling, get Jack up here. I've got a few things that need done. But that's not bad. I like that sense of rolling where I don't have a pressing event, but I have a lot to do. And I'm feeling somewhat motivated if this weather doesn't kill me first, because good Lord in heaven, it went from 85 to 30, and right now it's 31. I don't know what, Nita? I think Nita Lanning has been, either Nita or Emily have been outside indulging too much and got Mother Nature a little too trippy. It's the other thing I can figure. But we will endure, because that's what we do. I'm all for it. And we're barreling. It sounds silly to be in March plotting for summer reading, but that's how I roll. And I have a lot of things, exciting things that need done ahead of StompCon in September, ahead of LodgeCon the end of October. I want to redo my lines. So I have floating nebulous pieces slotting in. This is good. This is good. I need to do project reevaluation again to see where I am on my assorted projects and see what can easiest be acknowledged. And from there, just keep trucking. I'm excited. Busy week. Lot to do. Lot to see. Hopefully, we will have a moratorium on pleasant celebrity passings. I'll phrase it that way. And a delay in historical events. Because I think we're all a little punchy on that one. So we're going to be fighting the good fight that way. Beyond that, we just got to get going. So my plan, run through the show, have a good time, bang out some cleaning type objects, set things up in motion that I planned to do yesterday, but my attentions were drawn elsewhere. I just keep trucking. If I can get through the things I need to do, I might be able to crank out my new drill and drill my Dremel tool and get working on some other side projects. A lot coming, a lot that needs done. Only way it's going to get done is by me doing it. So we do it. We go with the force here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop an ad up real quick. And then I'm going to get into your comments because you guys seem to be chatty this morning. Got a good amount of comments popping up. And we'll see how you're doing. And I will see how I can be of service to you and the greater community at large. So I will need you guys back in, let's go with just under a full minute if I can find my ads, because my ads are all scrambled. Hold on. There it is. All right, let's hit the comments. Let's get a little bit spooky. Okay. The high strangeness is getting strangely high. I just found out that there was, and I kid you not, a major recorded Bigfoot migration right before the meteorite smacked into Ohio, allegedly. So that's interesting. First through the door at 9:39 is beloved Angelina. Hello, my dear. How are you? Good morning, Angelina, says Carl. And I must apologize for not reminding you to play Mumsy. I keep track of so many things. Hi, Angelina. What's my dude? Hi, Donna. I assume that since you're typing, Calvin got out of your arms. And good morning, Trelena, my dear. How are you? Oh, good things are coming. Hey, Trey. Nope, typing one-handed. It's a skill a great many of us had to develop. Hi, Trey. And at least you can type and get your coffee. Coffee sounds good. Accountability, fixed webcam for now, but we're still going to get another one for spare. Donna also needs new headphones. It is part and parcel of the danger of our job. Yeah, it's going to be hard to put my headphones back on my way to help. Aw, good morning, folks. Good morning, Foxy. How are you doing? Hey, Foxy. No need to apologize. It doesn't seem to work anyway. I'm thinking that I need to add it to my calendar right before I go somewhere so I get an alert. That's a good idea, actually. Foxy's waving. And good morning, Mr. Lankard. You're in bright and early. How are you, good sir? Hey, Grant, my phone reminders like that. Many things. I do tend to pay attention to my calendar. I'm going to have to work on taxes today. Oh, I have to track down so much in the way of reportable income. Yes. We should have fun at Halocon, Angelina. There are places there to play together. Ooh. Hi, Grant. Grant. I'm not sure on this term, but I have become ears blind to the little. Yes, I fully understand what you mean by that. Hey, Trelana. I do that too. Like, shut up, Talkie Box. I'm here. Can't wait to see y'all at Holocon. I'm wondering what it will be like at the new hotel. The new hotel looks great, but my heart is a little sad that we won't meet at the Econo Lodge anymore. Isn't that just the way it goes? Case in point, phone ding, mom's birthday tomorrow. Gotcha. Don't forget to like and share, folks. And we've got greetings and good morning, because Grant's saying hi to Foxy, Carl, and Don. And Donna. Buttworks has correctly joined the channel. Let's get it, guys. Understand, Angelina, I've got worse about that after I'm retired. After years of jumping every time the BlackBerry chimed. Nope. Happy birthday, Foxy Mom. Happy birthday, Foxy Mom. Trey Ray capped some onesies today, so she's tops in my book. Trey's tops in everybody's book. Not in the airport, but that's okay. I'll live. Lamau! So ominous. Goodness, she's 70 this year. Oh, my. And Uncle Carl, are you still working on updating the Lindsay guide? Yes, Angelina. I'll send you what I have right now. Hey, Nick. Hey, Donna Lady. Hey, Nick. That was fun last night, Carl, and I know that you just scraped the tip of abnormalness. Yep. Careful, guys. Whoo! Look into that void too hard. Looks at Fox. You've been hanging around Don and Trey too much. Just the tip. Scraping. We'll get a lot done. Not good to scrape the tip. Not the green one. Nope. And Cat, good morning and happy Monday, Nick. How are you doing? I'm on spring break. Let's go. Hex, yes. Oh, that's so good. How are you, my dear? And could pass that one up and giggling at Foxy's joke. I misread that for a second. I have to not the green room myself in honor of the fact that I misread that mentally as jiggling at Foxy's joke, and just for a second. Yeah, not the green room, Nick. Not the green room. Hey, once in a while, especially on a Monday, the villainy is true. I couldn't pass that one up. Giggling at Fox's joke. Hey, Cat. Hi, Cat. Hey, Donna. Hi, Cat. Hey, Cat. Weird thing. I made a comment on the Erickson's video. The Erickson sisters on a YouTube video about a year talked to someone last night. Then someone liked my comment last night. It's spooky. Well, sometimes annually you get reminders, which can be beautiful. Seeing the pictures of little man around his birthday always makes me a misty-eyed Goomba. But yeah, is it the high strangeness or is it strangely high? Only one way to find out. That's interesting. Nico woke up and said, good morning. Thanks, Carl. 3.14. Inigo. You stood up, turned around a couple times, laid back down. Hey, Cat. Peeps! Nick, I haven't lost any weight in a week and a half. I completely blame Peeps. Darn you! I fully understand that. I would probably do some sketchy stuff for a Cadbury cream egg right about now. And I understand that. Have you attempted Peeps jousting? I understand that local store had on individual desserts the other day. Got 3 different ones. That'll do it. The way Nick sang Foxy Mom. So, Foxy's mom. Nope, not even. Not the green room. I made shepherd's pie lunch tonight. It was good for very bad. Shepherd's pie isn't bad for you. I mean, it's calorically dense, but has a lot of nutritional value if you do it right. Oh, Yoshi is sitting on my feet now. Hi, Yoshi. Aw. Stripper scared himself. He fell in a box that wasn't solidly set and it fell out on him. Now Callie. Y'all are trying my morality today. Because I just had this image of Donna sitting here doing her thing while some Chippendales dancer jumped in a box and fell over behind her. Yeah, it's one of those. Pet Yoshi for me, Grant. Strip is here with me, so must have been Hermione. And saw Project Hail Mary on IMAX. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad that's good, because we need some good, intelligent films. Someone asked, how would you feel about buying a book that's obviously self-published? We had to qualify what she meant by obviously self-published, because I want to know. I genuinely want to know. Are you talking about the old days when I was cranking out my game books with a comb binder and acquired print credits? I mean, what are you talking about? Obviously self-published. Right, Donna? While we wait for that answer, I am going to run another ad that is also probably self-published. You know what? Yeah, let's run this one. I haven't run this one in a while.
In 1948, a man was found dead on the beach. But he hadn't just washed up. Oh no, he was very nicely propped up against the seawall, very well dressed. But there were no labels in his clothes. They had all been cut out. Very mysterious, the police thought. And then they found, rolled up in his pocket, a piece of paper from a novel that said Tom Shud. When they finally traced it, it came back to the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. But it got even more strange, because in the back of the book, when they found that it had been torn out of, there was a code, a secret code that has not been cracked to this very day. When they finally found his suitcase, it had a mysterious jumble of items, some which were very hard to explain. Also in the back of the book was the phone number of a very mysterious nurse. What did she have to do with the death of the Somerton man? Find Death and Love Down Under, a novel by Carl Witzman, on Lulu.com in both ebook and print format.
Hi, Dork. Yes, you heard me talk about other cats. Day crew, huh? Yeah. Let's see what they have to say. Are you getting comfy? Okay, we'll do this. There we go. Get comfy. All right, where were we? Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Right, Donna? I put 4 boxes of Peeps in my closet so they can harden. Yes. Okay, put a couple on top of your refrigerator so they're hard to get at. Would Peeps melt in hot chocolate the way marshmallows do? That sounds like an experiment that should be video recorded for science, right? And you have to decide, because if you put them in the microwave, well, things happen. I'd want something. Here's something crazy. Crazy. There's no crazy here. It's not Yoshi sitting on his feet. It's Stitch. Oh wow. I told her that if it was nonfiction, that would not bother me. Fiction, well, I might criticize the cover binding, etc. Especially now since you can get that done professionally now. And if you don't know where, go to the Independent Creator Directory and look. We know these people called editors and cover designers who can help. I look at my feet because she was sitting on them. I just assumed it was Yoshi because she's more affectionate than Stitch. I understand that. I've had a couple moments where Boots is suddenly there, and I'm like, I'm afraid to breathe. Hi. Yeah. You done being mad at me? Okay. Grant's like our parents. They would just yell out all three of our names when upset. Oh, it happens. I buy self-printed books sometimes if they look interesting. FYI, The Martian by Andrew Weiss started out as a free internet serial, then went a free download on a non-Kindle reading app, then a $1 Kindle. That's cool. Thanks for the ad. It's my pleasure, Carl, because amongst other things, it gave me a chance to run and deal with what I was hearing. Hi. Yes. That's my nose. Yes, that is my nose. Okay. You ready to go down or you just stay? Oh. And also, the Silo books began as self-published. And Kitty, self-published, not printed. I see. Dawn will be sorry she missed us. That's okay. And yeah, good idea, Nick. So there's no way I can... Exactly. You might have to use picker-uppers, the little grabber dudes. They got different names. Put them up there. You will forget about them at some point. And then you will find them at some point. They'll be like, tonk, tonk, tonk. It's beautiful. Feel your pain. I'm 5'2". I love my... ladies. I'm a mighty 5'7" myself. Just my weird self. But if it's nonfiction, like a how-to, I would even look at self-printed, self-bound. I assume that the writer is probably an expert who's not into publishing. And like I said, I have done game books that way. I still have my comb binder. See, that's one thing. Actually, this is a good point to step off on. That's actually valid conversation. Never be afraid in your career of doing what we do, writing, creating, to take a step back. So maybe your net publishing isn't working right now, or maybe something's gone wrong. You can always step back. Now, I know I will not make nearly as much money as I do, as much, but I know as long as I can get combs, I have a comb binder. I have an old computer that still talks to my old toner-based printer, because this fancy, since thank you Windows 11, won't talk to my old printer. I have to go through this whole garbage of a Wi-Fi connection just to scan and print. I think that's farcical. It's a waste of unnecessary technology, but I can always run stuff off, comb bind it, and I can still sell because I've done it before. You just have to figure that out. Thesis is like 6'1", so he's in charge of all the cabinets above my head. Okay, in that case, what you need to do is get like a low cabinet and hide things down there. Foxy, don't give me a reason to make hot chocolate. You won't like me when I make hot chocolate. No, I make excellent hot chocolate. I don't need that in my life right now. Wish you guys weren't so far apart. Make it for me. And good morning, everyone. I hope you had an enjoyable weekend. It's Monday, and the week has begun anew. Let's make it a good one. Couldn't think of a better sentiment, Chris. We're working real hard to make the week what we want of it, what we need it to be, to make it better. There's a very vocal cat outside. I can understand that. Comb-bound Munsey guide? Yeah. Honestly, why not? He's been hanging around for a couple days. One of our neighbors has been feeding him. I see. In Georgia, if you are 4'11", you are considered a little person who can get a handicap car tag. I've already lost 1 inch. I'm getting close. Oh, Angelina. Let's see. I have all my happy little plates and tags along that front. Hi, Chris. Hey, Chris. Hi, Chris. Some of our cupboards are so high, even the Witzman dude at 6'2" has to use a ladder. That's unholy. The only thing that should be that tall and require a ladder is like the library with the rails and the ladder that if I ever get truly wealthy, yes. Hey, Chris. Hi, Chris. I don't have a ladder, but I'm very well-made kitchen chairs. I understand that. Angelique says, God bless you, tall folks. They rescue me all the time at the grocery store when I need something off the top shelf. It really is a good thing. And it's really kind of tall people to do that. I like getting things off the bottom shelf when I see a tall person having to squat down. Like, hey, I can give a little back here. Let me get I'm closer. But I love when people are just good because they're good people, you know? Whoops. And same, thesis gets approached all the time to help, but by little old ladies asking for help. I'm not surprised. Goes up about 7 feet, 8. I'm jealous. Remember, Danny DeVito is 5 foot even and is thus a convenient measuring unit. Oh no. Oh no. Ah, Danny DeVito. We already have Kevin for scale. Exactly right. Danny DeVito's just a great human being. I don't care what anybody says. Love that man. Just a wonderful, wonderful person. And you know what? We'll run this.
Hi, I'm Auntie Foxy, and I'm a crafting addict. I make custom jewelry from recycled materials, and Foxy has wares if you have coin. You can find me at ndcd.org/about-auntie-foxy. I hope to see you there.
Well, I get to bundle up and do a bunch of work in the cold. After this, which is unholy, Nick needs to see a library today. Indeed, I'm 1.2 Danny DeVito's. Anything but metric. Foxy, are you calling me a little old lady from Pasadena? Calling myself one, too. Hey, I enjoy my gray hair privileges. I've earned them. You know, granted, a lot of people think I'm about 20 years my senior, but it's not it's not the years, it's the mileage. Americans are like that. Metric? No, we'll use a comedy star as a measure. I'm telling you. It just makes sense. I'm surprised they never tried to make a metric time. You know that? I found that interesting. I'm 1.1 Danny DeVito's. And now you know. Wow, wow, wow. Although, because I am a short, fat man, seeing 1.1 DeVito's, all I could think of is, are those the new Dorito knockoffs? Okay, I'm ready for some spicy Doritos. Call them DeVito's. I need to write the company. I need to write the company right now. Thesis is at 13 inches. Oh. My father used digital hours in engineering. See, that's fascinating. And that's fascinating. Because math gets really weird around engineering and other such things. I know because, well, you see, I figured something out. Okay. More inherent chaos is stored potentially in a system, the more it reacts to the Nick field. And when I look the term engineering, I start thinking in very complex numbers and you know, narrow margins, and it starts to get real tolerances, narrow tolerances, not margins. It gets like 0.1 hour is 6 minutes. That doesn't make sense. Does it? Yeah. No, that makes sense. Yeah. No, that makes sense. I had to think about it for a sec. I had to flip the numbers around and not keep them from flipping on this axis because the 9 just wanted to creep in there. But, so 0.1 hour is 6 minutes. And they say we're not an educational lot. I wonder where is everybody coming in today? Oh, we've got 9 coming in on my channel. 1 Twitch. Hi, Twitch person. You rock. 1 person over on the Indie CD Twitch. Hello, Twitch person over there. Cool. And no kickers today. That's okay. I love you all anyway. What do we got? I got the squeegee of knowledge. I thought it was about time for someone to win the prize. That is the squeegee of knowledge. Just so much to do. NASA calls one day on Mars a soul because it takes Mars just a little longer to spin that Earth than Earth. This is one of those things that's always bothered me, and I need to re-verify it. But if you take people and you put them for a long period in like a cave where there's no day or night effectively, they will slip into a really weird, and I can't remember the circadian rhythm offhand, but it's really close to Mars, and it always made me wonder things. We are learning so much today, right? Well, we're supposed to be an educational lot. I know I have to learn formatting, which is really hard because that means I have to have time to learn formatting where I'm not, doing what I normally need to do. So it's interesting. Do you guys find it difficult to schedule? And I'm opening this to the chat and commenters later on. Your adult education time. You have trouble figuring out where you want to squeeze that in. How do you do that? I mean, my schedule's a little weird because, obviously I broadcast X number of hours. I work around Mandy's schedule for work and getting things done around the house. And then I work around Mandy's schedule for, family, social, all that goodness. And unfortunately, she started being able to stay up later, which is cool. We get to sit and watch Chinese shows, but it really ate into my productive and study time. So I'm having trouble finding where I want to slide that in. Well, and okay, I can see that. Education time was more difficult when I was working, but now it's all the time. Think the more I thinking about it more, says Foxy. I think the DeVito plus inches is the better model because no one quite reached 2 DeVitos. Maybe Bigfoot. Bigfoot hits 2 DeVitos sometimes. Let me think. Occasionally, Mothman's been described as 2 DeVitos tall. Yeah, Bigfoot's been clocked in at that. Usually on the more wild areas. Yeah, there were a couple Chinese basketball players that are that close, and several female who aren't that far under. Couple of models too, believe it or not. Or I'm way overthinking this. Okay, I'm going to remind you guys something. Being more intelligent than the average bear is a form of neurodivergence. That alone is a significant factor. And most, if not all, the people in my chat are quite intelligent, let alone having accompanied tisms and statistics and all that fun. Overthinking is literally my very existence. I mean, the world gets boring if I can't Socratically randomly analyze stuff. So, okay. Let me blast through this because something interesting. I believe he was 8 feet, 7'6", I guess. Yao Ming, one big guy. They're my favorite Chinese place in the world, the Peking in Michigan City, Indiana, north of 20, just a bit east of the 421-20 intersection. Please, if you ever want really good Chinese food, go there. It has to be takeout, but that's okay. But her husband was real close to 7. I mean, he's way up there. One big guy. Yep, my sister-in-law's less than 1 DeVito. So would the nomenclature then be DeVito -2 or whatever? Is that how we would do that? Robert Wadlow. Okay, Wadlow from 8'11", just shy of 2 DeVitos. Almost 1.5 DeVitos. Interesting. Now I'm pondering. I'm just pondering DeVitos as measurement versus DeVitos as some type of spice, like Philadelphia cheesesteak flavored Doritos or something. Oh, Dawn, it's okay. Maybe soon. I figured she had no service again. I worry about her, but I also try to give her space as much as possible. And with as supportive as the support Dawn group is, I don't really pester her much because you guys don't really need it. You know? So Foxy's right. Nobody's been 2 DeVitos yet. Well, nobody recorded. And that's always an interesting thought, you know? Remember, whatever you watch, whenever you look at the Olympics or Guinness, it's almost assured somewhere someone is just either isolated or has other issues going on, and maybe more skillful or more whatever than we'll ever know. It's not delightful. I think it's delightful. You know who else is delightful? Let's see, where are we? There. So Foxy's right. Nobody has been to DeVito's yet. Well, no human. Attack of the 10 DeVito woman. Okay, I know that was rough. I'm sorry. Yes, sir. Can I help you? Well, okay. Here. Rat me out. Okay, there we go. Uh-oh. What's going on? What's going on out there, bud? Yeah. I mean, don't mind me. I don't need oxygen to go down. No? Okay. Time to do my cat, girls. Oh, jeez. And hey, King, in MC, I haven't had any of that in years. Great memories of dining inside. I'll have to get some takeout from there ASAP. I wish I had pictures of the internals of that restaurant before they moved. The paintings were beautiful. Oh, first real place I took my wife out. Yeah. She was like, "Oh, you brought a girl." Yes, I took Maddie to see the important people. That's my nose. How is your nose so very old, Dusty? Yeah. He is putting like 16 metric tons of pressure on my wrist. Wonder. I have to find out how much Danny DeVito weighs. Maybe we can use him as a weight measurement too. I need my hand. Okay. Oh, cat. I don't think he'd make a pretty woman. DeVito woman, walking down the street. DeVito woman, eating Philly meat. DeVito woman. You can't catch them, it's the truth. He's a bit shorter than you. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm being weird. Yeah, you might. Am I embarrassing you? No? You just can choke me out? Sir. Yes, well. My feline overlords are so demanding. Yes, but I love you anyway. Because I'm a sucker. I have a house full of eunuchs, and they all make me serve them. It's not how that's supposed to work. That's okay. Uh-huh. Yes, I've been eating rice checks. They're not that exciting. Okay. But, yes. That's okay. It's my job to keep talking. I can't just cuddle quietly or snore. Sir? Stop singing and hold me. Kitty. And say hi to Dusty. Hi. Yes, I love you. Oh, new comments. Hold on. DeVito woman. Instead of Eve woman. Who's saying that? Yeah. DeVito woman. No. Skitten like good morning. Good morning, Dawn. Dawn is, of course, the mistress mine before hard. Your whiskers. Your whiskers aren't very tasty. No, I'm not talking about you, Dawn. Don't look at me like that. Dawn is the mistress mind behind the stories of her cats, Buddy and Georgette. We are including video here, image here, not video. I haven't animated them. It would take me a long time and a lot of effort. Let's see. Now, hey, Dawn, Dusty, Ray Orbison. Roy's unknown brother. Dawn. See, they're all happy to see it. What did I walk into? A DeVito is now a measurement of length. It is 5 feet or height. Insanity as always. Cat time and her babies and you, Miss Stewart. Oh man, yeah. Sir, okay, we gotta. Yeah, I know you're not pleased that I am trying to move, but my fellow companion, sir. You are very tall. Okay, now. Okay, you have an owie, huh? Duty down. Yeah, he's been fighting again. He has an owie. Okay. Well, Dawn's here, so it's time for a musical interlude. Feel free to sing along. Whew.
It's time to scan, that is the plan, with Carl and Dawn to catch a fawn or unicorn. We're so forlorn, we got a cap, so here's our rep. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we've got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too. Munsey is good exercise, good for your heart and for your thighs. Dawn is such a lovely lass. Come on, Dawn, get off your chair. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too.
Yep. And let's see. If scrawny, he was never scrawny. He got bigger, but he was never little. I think he very much imagined it. He just was dedicated. Poor Dusty. He's something else. Being a YouTube star? Yep. Chair. He's such a fluffy YouTube star. Isn't he just? I will count it a crowning achievement if I ever manage to get Boots on screen for any real length of time. I think I've got her once because she was hidden over there. But squishy. Really is. He's squishy. It's a good cat. And your world becomes who you surround yourself with. So make sure your pets like you. I have to go down and get more shrimp. We had to die off. A bunch disappeared. So they either died or have gone completely into hiding. But other than that, oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. But when I found out I was allergic to everything, it's like, well, then why not? I am going to read this. And then I'm going to immediately put up Not the Green Room. Foxy says, I got a good squish from Thesis. I got good squish yesterday from Thesis. Put my rib back in place. Not the Green Room, peoples. Now. I had to sneeze just watching. Sometimes I do too. But he also climbs up in bed and sleeps in the morning with me, cuddles in the morning. Squish! But it's worth it. They make my life better. If I have to suffer through a few sniffles to enjoy the company of my cats, I most definitely will. They're worth every sniffle, every sneeze. Everything I have to wipe up in the hallway. You're worth it. Yeah, you coming back? Or are you just stalking around? Hi. Okay. Exactly. His squishy reminds me of George. He was big and squishy. Speaking of feline overload, it's about time for cat lunch. Yep. It's getting real close to that time here too. Sorry about the delay. I got a phone call from news. Thank you. Well, I'm glad there was no bad news, and I hope your friend is doing well. It's always good to hear from your friends. It's always good to be creative, get things done. See some of you later tonight. Sweet. later tonight. What? What are you doing? No, you're just... Now he's doing just the little predator, the alien thing, or just messing with me from my peripheral vision. See you guys. Oh, hi, Dale and Viv. How are you all doing? When Carl said, see some of you later tonight, my brain went, it is not Friday. I did not lose a week that fast. But yes, hi to all of them. I hope they're doing very well. Honestly, everybody's kind of chill today, so I think I'm just going to run a couple ads and wrap up if nobody minds. Let me see. Who needs an ad that hasn't had an ad?
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
Nope. I'm here. See, told you. Yep, we can rebuild him. $6 million Ted. Hey. Oh, sorry. The comments started hitting quick. Hopefully it'll take less than $6 million, but be worth it every cent. Always, Kat. Always. Well, sir, why are you trying to call people on my phone? Sir, yeah. Well, yes, thank you. I am sorry. My existence got in the way of your... Sorry, there was a cat stare off for a moment. Boots thought she was going to sneak up on Dusty, and it was amusing. They amuse me. And Cat, yes, once I'm sure he will, and we're all pulling for Ted. He's a great guy, and you're a great gal, and you both deserve every happiness. And I don't want to go too far because I know we're going to, Nita and Daphne are going to be doing their stuff. So I'm going to just want to show his booty off. Indeed. And teeth once he gets them. Yeah, teeth will be good. Guys, I know there's a lot going on for a lot of us, but it will get better. Okay? I believe it. If we work to make it so, and we support each other with love and kindness and understanding. So with all of that being said, guys, keep writing, keep drawing, keep creating, because as long as you do, you can edit it, you can improve it. Can't edit a blank page. I love you. I really do. You should too. And I'll see you all again very soon. Toodles.